Okay, here's one entrance, and I didn't like this one for some reason, I don't know why, but you could go up here. It just wasn't marked out easily where the oval went, as opposed to going up the middle one. But this is what this is called, except for, I guess, the one end that's private. Well, we're on a trail going back in. I'm just a few yards from the road. Now I've already come across, it looks like part of an old tractor. And we're going down the road here. Today's not a very good day. It's cold and no sun. And I hope to walk around the track, and I did not bring my tripod. So this is going to be Shaky Town, USA. Okay. I don't know if you can see, way down there is the road. That's not that far. That's where my car is parked right there. And we're going to zoom back. And just walked up here. And now we intersect the old Raceway Road. And we're going to look down the other side down there. I'm going to try to walk all the way around it. Of course, the raceway in the old days was quite large. It was 50 feet wide, was banked on all sides. You had bleachers made out of wood. I don't know how many 30 or 40 boxcars full of wood that had to be brought in to build it, and then they tore it down. So this road was probably just a little access road that was left after they tore it down that follows the outline of the raceway. And not a good day, but we're going to try to walk around it, see if we encounter anything. Okay. Well, I'm just off the old leftover little pathway where the racetrack used to be, and I came across this piece of masonry here, and could have been from the old track back in the 40s, or maybe it was the 20s. I forget. I have to look it up on the internet to give you accurate information. But, or somebody could have dumped it here, but could have been from way back in those days. Okay. Well, this looks like it probably is a long since deceased deer. We come out on it. Looks like he's probably been here for a while, I would guess. And I just presume it's a deer. And looks like all the hair and everything over there, so the animals must have gotten to it. And then up here, as we're going to make the turn here, I think, I'm not quite sure if I have to go straight or curve. I might have to check my GPS here and see, but it looks like a bunch of junk over there. Well, came across this sign here, and maybe that's why it was blocked off a little further down, where I had to cross over a bunch of junk. And then on another tree up ahead, I saw another one, even though this is still part of the track, and I thought this whole thing was the wildlife sanctuary or preserve area that had the big gigantic sign that is part of the state lands. Maybe somebody owns a parcel. So I better not take a chance. I'm going to miss walking around the entire track, I guess, and I'm going to have to backtrack down here and cut through to the other side, I guess. Okay, let's go. Well, down there, that sign I just showed you, we're going to zoom out, and I come right up here, and here's a tree here. Get around, and it says, you know, Department of Environmental Protection, Division of Fish, Game and Wildlife, New Jersey, Wildlife Management Area. So I'm confused. Is this the demarcation point that I'm at here? I don't know. Very confusing here, so I'm still going to go back down this way just to be safe. Well, I found something here. That's my walking stick right there. But looks like an old part of a well or a cistern or something here. I don't know. It's all made out of cement. Looks like it has been here for years and years. Could have been part of a house. It's got some steel or iron fittings on it. And don't know what this is, but I'm still cutting through the road right up there, and I'm going up to the right to see if I can intercept the other side of the oval track. And I'm glad it's cold because I won't get a lot of ticks on me, I don't think. At least I hope. Okay. Well, now here's something I found out here in the middle of nowhere. A structure. Now this is probably left over from the time of the racetrack or the Amatol munitions or explosives plant that used to be. That's what the town was called. Amatol, I think it is A-M-A-T-O-L, which is a type of explosive. And the road that I'm on, well, I had to cut through some brush, so you can't see it over there. But we'll leave the walking stick there. I don't see anybody else around. I should bring the stick with me in case I encounter a varmint. Maybe a good idea. We'll take the stick with me here. Might have to fend off somebody here. This is going to be shaky. I don't know what we're doing here, but it could be a little dangerous with crumbling, so I don't want to get too close because there's different parts of it crumbling down. Let's see if we can look through here and see what's in some of these things here. Here's an opening right here. And it looks like some trees grew up in there. Can't see anything else. That's my phone talking to me. Looks like everybody dumps their old tires back there, so some people have found it. And nothing of interest here. Come back in this section and test these things before I walk on it. Back in here, another tree growing right up the middle. Snakes shouldn't be bad this time of year because they're all moving pretty slow. And I don't think there's too many poisonous ones around here. But I got that going for me. I just don't like the ticks. I did get a tick one here, and he was already burrowing into my skin. And it shook me up a bit. Alright, see how that is down there. That's pretty solid. Yep. Okay, I can walk on that. Yeah. Here's where I came from back there. I'm going to go up here. It's a little tough here to get around with the trees and the vines. But this vine's going to move. I'm going to come out the other side here if I can get out of here. Break a couple of these dead branches here. Good thing I got my old military desert boots on me here. Okay, we came out on this side. That's where I came through down there. And what do we got out here? We got a chair if you want to rest. And an old tricycle. You want to tool around. Bring the kids up here, I guess. And yeah, there's the old trike. Still got a tire on it too. And yeah, these look like definitely munitions bunkers because of the slants that they have on it there for explosions and different things, I guess, to contain them. I don't know. We'll go back over here to this building and we'll take a look in here. Take a look in the window. And same thing in there, just a bunch of trees. Roofs are long gone, so I guess they didn't have concrete roofs, which seems kind of strange. But maybe they had that, so if they did explode, the explosions would easily go up in the air. my lips are a little cold here, so it's a little difficult talking here. So, okay, don't think I'm going to walk in there. I thought I'd see some graffiti on the walls from workers that built the place or whatever, but no, don't see anything there. So there's another little trail here. I don't want to get too lost. Like I said, I got my phone with my GPS if I need to find my way out of here. But this is the surrounding area. Looks like another building over there. I don't know, maybe I'll walk over there. And it looks like part of something up here too. Looks like some paving here. And come up here. This looks like just a little curb area or something that was here. And go down there. Now, I can't see through the trees down there. I'm going to turn the tape off here now. Take a look. Well, as I walk further and further and deeper in here, come across more of these same buildings. This is another one. Same thing. Looks like the same setup. This one may be a little bit better shape. And if we look inside over here, as I walk over here carefully, you see, same thing. I don't think I'm going to walk in here. Trees have grown in there. And not much to say on that. And the outside is, of course, here, going down there. And the one I came from is up there. You basically can barely see it through the woods up there. Barely see it. And this one here, and I think there's another one further down. The camera here, I don't know. Kind of a trail here. Still a lot of junk. Like an old car. I don't think that was from the 1940s. I'll have to take a close look. See if I can see any other ones. Here's the other end of the building. Not much in here either. No old munitions. There might be stuff underneath all those leaves. I don't know. Nothing left in there. Just looks like it was just plain storage, maybe. Well, this is the back end of these two bunkers here. And same thing like the other ones, there is some paving left here on the ground. And as we come up here, looks like this was a little paved area for parking. And there's the little curb in the back, although trees have sprouted up. And we're going to walk over here carefully. I still haven't found any treasure or anything here. I'm sure it's been picked over many times over the years, but same thing with these bunkers here. You see they're separated, the angled walls, no roofs left, and you got some spikes in the ground here, one there, and there's one over there too. There you go. There's a number of these along here, so I have to watch where I'm walking, but very quiet except for the wind. Haven't seen an animal, not a thing back in here, which I guess is good. Now I don't see any more, so I think I'm going to have to work my way back out. It's 2:15, so I got to leave enough time to do the rest of the track. So let me see if I can find my way out of here now. Okay, just came up from not too far down there where I visited those munitions buildings. And they may not be munitions buildings because I looked on my GPS and that's dead center in the middle of the old track. So it could have been that it was used for storing gasoline, or they had them there before they built the track and then built the track around it. But here's the old shape of the track that's left. Like I said, this is nowhere near, you know, this is like 1/50th the size of the track here probably. And like I said, it was huge. It was wooden, raised up, and that is looking, I guess, northwest, and this is southeast down toward before where I tried to go around and was blocked off. It said private property, but then some other things. So, and there's this road that still cuts through. So I'm going to go down here. Sun's come out, got a little bit warmer, a little bit nicer. So while it's still good, and even if I run late, it'll be okay. All right, let's see what's down there. Well, here's the rest of the track, and just like further down at the other end of this, at the other part of the turn at this end of the track, there were no trespassing signs. Same here, I see some little red marks, those little red doodads on trees here, so I don't know if that means, I doubt if it means taking them down. There's another one down there too on a tree right there. And so maybe this is private, that somebody owns this, and I don't know exactly where the wildlife refuge goes, but if you look here, just like down at the other end, right down on that tree, you'll see the Department of Environmental Protection wildlife area. So I guess this little cut-through road that I'm on, all that on the side you're looking at is the wildlife area that I can go, and on this side over here, it's from all the way down there to all the way up there is probably private. So I'm not going to go on that. I'm going to go back down a trail, which is part of the oval here, and continue, and I should be able to go all the way around and come back out where I started, going down this end. Alright, let's give it a shot. Oh, and it looks like, again, they've dug pits here, so I guess to keep the vehicles out here, ATVers, although the sign for the wildlife area says no vehicles permitted, and of course there is no ATV riding permitted through here. But people do it anyhow, so okay.